All right, hey guys, Jerry from Showtime Audio. So wanted to give you an update on Chris's Ferrari project. So Hondo's made a ton of progress and just wanted to show you. Even though this speaker is provisioned for 12 channels per se, the vehicle actually only had 2, 4, 6 total speakers in it. And so none of the dash speakers and no tweeters in the rear. So we ended up, and there was no wiring for that. So we ended up having to run all new wiring for everything. Now the nice thing is on this particular vehicle, we're doing all Audison Forza. We're doing the new Voce 2 speakers, and we'll show you that a little later. But all the speakers have these OEM style connectors. So a traditional car audio speaker has just spade terminals. It's a smaller one and a larger one. And so you usually have to put spades on it and then some kind of an adapter or connector to put it to the vehicle. Well, these speakers come with these OEM style connectors. So now the speaker will literally plug in as if it was an OEM speaker from the manufacturer. So if you can see, that's the middler. Hondo's labeled it. And that's the tweeter. He labeled the connector and piece of heat shrink with the label on it. We also have our sub connector. So this is, you know we love our PowerWorks, so it's all braided and ready to go. Here's the amplifier. So this is one of the amplifiers. This is the bass amp. So the sub amp is going to live here because basically we're out of real estate. The AF12 is going in the stock location where the factory amplifier goes, and our sub amp is going to live right here under the seat itself. So on the door speakers, same thing. On this one, we used an adapter, and we'll show you that so that we can plug in the tweeters. But the tweeters come with these little adapter whips. You plug it in, and it's as if it was factory, right? Mid-woofer, same thing. So we're gonna use an adapter so that it plugs in and we're not cutting any wires in the vehicle. You can also see up here, he's also got the RCAs prepped. So this is your front rear sub and then your turn on. So all our RCAs are labeled and ran through the vehicle. And they look as if, so it's hard to see, but this is all our wiring. And then if you see the braiding, that even though that's all braided, now all this stuff still has to get secured, but just so that you can see what it looks like. But there you go. And now check out the dash. So same thing on the dash. If you look, so these are all the wires. So that's the tweeter. And there's another, and there's the middler. So on the dash, this car originally had no speakers. All the provisions were there, which are 3 middlers and a tweeter. So the tweeter lives here, the middler lives in the center, and then another one on each side. So now this car will be like what would have been called in this vehicle would have been called the JBL Professional. This will be obviously 10 times better than that. It will have every speaker in the vehicle, plus a ton more power and a ton more capability. So you know we love our breakers. We have a breaker for the DSP amplifier and a breaker for the sub amp. So the nice thing about it is, if you can see, Hondo mounted it to this cover, bent the terminal so that the wire goes down as if it came. All the wiring is ran following factory harnesses. Once he puts all the engine cladding back on, you'll never be able to tell that the car has an aftermarket audio system. But if you do need to service it, you can pop it open, press the buttons, do what you got to do, snap the buttons shut, and you're back in business. Right? So just to show you how close this is, I mean, the top, the amp and the top, this is all the top structure right here, which moves out of the way when you put the top up. But just to show you how close this is, Hondo made a custom bracket using the original mounting plate for the amplifier. And if you can see, same thing, all our stuff is braided, heat shrunk, wrapped to look like the OEM speaker wires, and we use the connector to plug in so that we're, again, not chopping any of the factory equipment. Now the client says he's gonna live with this car forever, but we still kind of always do it the same way, right? So whether it's a simple car, big car, we try to keep a standard and do everything identical. We try to do everything in the same way, keep it highly serviceable, and just able to return back to stock. Check this out. So when we tell you that we love to build it so that it's plug and play, bolt in, plug and play, it's drop in as possible, this is what we mean. So we take the time. So this is all the speakers in the vehicle. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and the sub, so 13. This car didn't originally come with 12, but technically there's 12 provisions. In this case, he is now going to have all 12 speakers and the addition of a subwoofer. So on the dash, you have these are the middlers. Now these are the new Voce AV3, the Voce 2s, and this is what I was talking about. So rather than have terminals, they actually have a OEM European style connector. So they will plug in as if it was a factory speaker. So if somebody ever had to take it out, they remove the 4 bolts and unplug it. So this bracket was designed, then lasered, threaded and tapped, and then machine hardware is used to bolt it in place. And there's gasket tape as always to bolt it to the adapter, but that just makes it so that it drops in as if it's factory. This is the center channel, so same speaker, but we had to make a custom mount because the original mounting is not there for the original speaker. So we machined this. This is out of 3/4 inch composite, and then we bevel the back of it because this helps with the sound. Otherwise, the sound is kind of hollow and focused. This helps disperse it a little bit and give us a little bit better sound. Same thing, the plug is right there, okay? Also, same thing, so we lasered the tweeter adapters. This is a good thing to talk about. It's so weird, right? So these adapters are identical. I mean, literally, I lasered them using the same file we created. The only difference is the door tweeters use smaller screws, and so we use smaller fasteners, so the hole is slightly smaller. So that's how I know that these are the door tweeters. The center uses much bigger hardware, so the holes are actually bigger so that you don't crack it or break it when you install it. Same thing though, so it's got those OEM style connectors, and so it'll plug right in. So these are the, look at that, and that, just gorgeous, right? So same thing, it has, again, this is an OEM style plug. Now it does have the traditional terminals to add spade connectors, but it also comes with this OEM VW Audi style connector. And then what we did is we added an adapter because on the original speaker, the connector actually lives here. So on the new speaker, obviously it lives there, but they come with this extension, and then we create a connector so that, again, it plugs in as if it came with the vehicle. But man, this 6.5 is beefy. It's just got some nice weight to it, gorgeous design. I mean, just amazing. I can't wait to hear these. Rear speakers are exactly the same, so those are identical to the front drivers. So all the middlers are the same. So we're using the Voce 2s. And then for the rear, oh, here you go, actually. So as you can see, this lines up to all the existing bowl holes, right? And then now there was no tweeter provision. The panel, there's a tweeter provision on the grille. So the grille has the opening for the tweeter, but there was no provision on the panel itself. So the challenge there is Hondo had to figure out exactly where the opening in the grille sits so that he knew exactly where to place the tweeter. Sometimes there's an indentation, there's a mark, so that you can make sure you're in the right spot. In this particular case, there wasn't. So Hondo actually used one of our tricks that we've shown on like our Saturday training type stuff and figured out exactly where it lives. So now the nice thing is the grill snaps on and the tweeter lines up identical to the grill itself. So again, now this vehicle will literally have the 12 speakers. So in the Ferraris, the highest option you could get was a JBL Professional, which came with all these speakers minus our sub. So now he'll have better than the JBL Professional plus a sub. This thing is gonna just sound amazing. Yeah, so every time we post one of these, we always get the question is, do you sell that? Anything that we can make and validate, we sell. So if I know this is gonna fit or this is gonna plug in and all that, we keep the files, but we can make it again. If you're interested, you just let us know. Some of it, all of it, whatever you like. I mean, we've done as far as build an entire kit for somebody. So basically, let's say they don't want to ship us the car, or they want to do it themselves, or they have a shop that can do it. But the shop doesn't have the ability to do all the fabrication, all the design work, all the research that it takes, because it does take a lot. It is very time consuming to sit there and find the correct plugs, to find the correct adapters, or to make the adapters, design the adapters. It's amazing how much time goes into that. That's not accounted for. To us, in the long run, it's definitely worth it. Plus, usually we're gonna do more than one of them. So this is, I don't know, I forgot what Ferrari California T we're on, but we've done quite a few of them. And so having a lot of this work pre-done, even though it changes slightly, maybe the connectors change, maybe the drivers change, maybe what the client wants changes, but as long as we have the basics of everything, it makes it a lot easier to do the next one, right? And then the next one after that, because we're always improving, we're always trying to find a better way to do things.
Visit our website at showtimeaudiochicago.com.